Hello, my dear friends. This is Kirandeep Kaur again, and now I'm here to tell you about what basically the actuarial science is, what do the actuaries do, and what is the scope of the actuarial science, how many papers are there, which way we should go. So basically, I will giving you a small brief about what actuarial science is. So take a cup of coffee with you and just relax because now I'll be starting on my PPT. First of all, I would like to tell you about what actuarial science is. Actuarial science is the line where all the mathematical and statistical methods are used to assess risk in insurance, finance and other industries and professions. Basically आपका जो भी मैथमेटिकल एंड स्टैटिस्टिकल जो सारे मेथड्स होते हैं आप उनको यूज़ करके इंश्योरेंस फाइनेंस और अदर कोई भी कंपनीज़ में उनको यूज़ करके आप उन कंपनीज़ के कैसे फ्यूचर रिस्क को कैलकुलेट कर सकते हो. तो दैट इज़ व्हाट gist of actuarial science is. This course includes a number of interrelated subjects such as maths, mathematics, probability theory, statistics, finance, economics, and computer science, which is used to anticipate future events and take preventive measures. Also, actuarial science deals with evaluating risk, like I said, future risk, and maintaining the economic stability of insurance or financial organization. So basically, you just have to calculate risk for any company or for any insurance company. And I would like to add to this point that some of the people say that we should go for actuarial science if we are good in mathematics or statistics. I'm not saying that this statement is completely wrong, but if you are good in mathematics, okay, so you could have go for statistics honors or economics honors. The point is, if you have interest in actuarial science, if you have that patience to do actuarial science, because actuarial science is going to take you a lot of years to complete all the papers, so if you have that patience then only you should go for this course. बिकॉज देर इज़ नो पॉइंट ना कि अगर आपको मैथमेटिक्स में इंटरेस्ट है तो आप एक्चुअल साइंस में उठा के चले जाओ. नो, इफ़ यू हैव इंटरेस्ट, इफ़ यू वांटेड टू नो how the insurance companies make policies or how the insurance company determine the premiums, then only you can go for actuarial science if you have interest in that line. So that is what I wanted to tell you about. Next is, what do an actuary do? What do basically an actuary do? Here I will telling you एक actuary एक कंपनी में, एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में और एक इंश्योरेंस कंपनी, फाइनेंशियल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में क्या उसका वर्क होता है. एक्चुअरीज एनालाइज पास्ट डेटा and use that information to determine how much money should be set aside to cover the financial losses which could occur in the future. So basically actuarial science में क्या होता है कि एक्चुअरीज जो होते हैं वो आपका एनालाइज करते हैं पास्ट डेटा को, और जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन उनके थ्रू उस पास्ट डेटा पे उनको पता लगी वो उसके थ्रू डिटरमाइन करते हैं कि एक अगर इसमें आपका लॉस होने वाला है तो आपको कितना कॉस्ट लगेगा इसको कवर करने में. सपोज इफ़ यू वांटेड टू predict how many people in New Delhi will get in an accident in December this year. So you will look at the percentage of people involved in accident in the previous year, like in previous December, and based on that particular data the actuary will identify a trend and use it to predict the percentage for this year. बेसिकली वो एक ट्रेंड आइडेंटिफाई करेगा कि किस ट्रेंड से वो एक्सीडेंट डिटरमाइंड होता है, क्या क्या उसके फैक्टर्स होते हैं अगर एक्सीडेंट होगा, एंड उसके बेसिस पे वो परसेंटेज इस ईयर की प्रिडिक्ट करेगा, एंड उसके बेसिस पे वो इंश्योरेंस कंपनी को बताएगा कि उनको कितना प्रीमियम इसका चार्ज, कितना प्रीमियम उसका डिटरमाइन करके रखना चाहिए, कितना मतलब हाउ मच ईच पर्सन शुड पे फॉर देयर इंश्योरेंस सो दैट इट वुड कवर द डैमेजेस ऑफ आर क्रैश. So basically that is what an actuary basically do. actually analyze mathematical models to predict. They use mathematical and statistical models to predict such and or to forecast the reasonableness of an event occurring, so that an insurance company can allocate funds to pay out any claims that might result from it. So basically they use that data to learn such information from that particular data, and to make predictions, so that an insurance company can determine how much he or she have to give to cover his loss. Next, I'll be talking about what is the scope of actuarial science. Basically, actuarial science has a larger scope. You must have known that actuarial की लाइन में ही आपको ज़्यादा मतलब सैलरी पैकेज मिलेगा, बट इट कम्प्लीटली डिपेंड्स ऑन यू. इफ़ अगर आपने पेपर भी कंप्लीट करे हुए हैं और आपको कुछ नहीं उसके बारे में नॉलेज, इफ़ अगर आप इंटरव्यू में जाते हो वो आपसे बेसिक क्वेश्चन भी पूछते हैं, आपको वो उसको आपको आंसर नहीं पता, तो ऑब्वियसली वो इंटरव्यूअर आपको हायर नहीं करेगा. एंड ऑन द कॉन्ट्ररी, इफ़ द पर्सन जिसने सिर्फ 4 पेपर क्लियर करे हुए हैं और वो उससे एक बेसिक नॉलेज पूछ ले और वो उसको एकदम से आंसर देगा, तो ऑब्वियसली वो उसको हायर करेगा. He will not prefer you even if you have cleared all the 15 papers. So that completely depends on you कि आपको कितने का पैकेज मिलेगा. इसमें ये नहीं है कि हाँ अगर आपने कर लिए पेपर तो आपको इतने का सीधा पैकेज लगेगा. नो, इट completely depends on you. So an actuary job title is a well respected one in the financial world. Based on Glassdoor's finding, actuaries are one of the top 25 professionals with the highest salaries in America. Obviously, it actuarial science is kind of a global type of course. अगर वो इसका इंडिया में स्कोप है तो उसका अब्रॉड में इससे ज़्यादा मतलब काफ़ी ज़्यादा बेटर अपॉर्चुनिटी है if अगर person is pursuing to go to abroad. It's also one of the lowest stress job with a pretty well balanced work-life equation. Any business that needs to understand risk requires an actuary, where eminent step in business is risk. Obviously, अगर बिजनेस वर्क कर रहा है तो वो रिस्क पैरामीटर को लेकर साथ चलता है, एंड उस रिस्क पैरामीटर को कट शॉर्ट करने में कि उसके अगर रिस्क हो भी गया तो इसके कैसे हम एक्सपेंसेस कवर कर सकते हैं, उसमें हम बेसिकली हम एक्चुअली को यूज़ कर सकते हैं. हम एक्चुअली डिटरमाइन कर सकते हैं कि अगर एक बिज़नेस में रिस्क होगा फ्यूचर में तो इतने अप्रॉक्सीमेटली इतने अमाउंट का होगा, वो प्रिडिक्ट कर सकते हैं. We have job opportunity in India as well as abroad, providing a global scope around the world. Obviously, it provides a global scope. If you wanted to do job in India, you can have the job in India, and if you wanted to go abroad to have a job in any of the USA, UK, then you can do job there as well. So even if you do it from India, you have a scope in abroad as well. Next, I'll be talking about how one can give paper. What is the eligibility criteria? So, students should have completed their 10 plus 2 education to be eligible to sit for actuarial science exam. He should have cleared, he should have passed the 12th examination boards, and then one will be eligible to have a job only if he or she has a graduation degree in related courses like BMS, BB, BCom Honors, BCom, etc., and have cleared at least 4 papers, including these 4 papers. Like if one wanted to go for in a job line, so he must have a graduation degree and he must have cleared at least 4 papers. At least 4 पेपर आपका एक क्राइटेरिया होता है आप जॉब के लिए एलिजिबल हो. Then next, there are 2 ways to go for actuarial science. If you wanted to give paper through Indian side, that is Institute of Actuaries of India, then you can offer IAI. And if you wanted to give UK based paper, that is Institute and Faculties of Actuaries, then you can go for IFI. बेसिकली दोनों के आपके 21 पेपर्स होते हैं, एंड आई विल टेल यू हाउ मेनी पेपर यू शुड क्लियर टू बी successfully classified as an actuary. So there are 4 categories of paper, like core principles. We have 6 papers. In core practices, we have 3 papers. In specialist principal stage, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 papers. Yeah, 7 papers. And in specialist advanced stage, you have 5 papers. So in total, these are all the papers you have in your actuarial science. And I will tell you the route to become an actuary. First, you need to clear all the core principle and core practices paper, that is, if you must go back, core principle, that is CS1, CS2, CM1, CM2, CB1, CB2, and core practices CP1, CP2 and CP3. You must clear all these 9 papers. Then you have to clear at least 2 of the specialist principal stage paper, and then you have to clear only 2 of the specialist. You have the choice कि आपको कौन सा पेपर करना है, और आपको सिर्फ 2 पेपर क्लियर करने हैं स्पेशलिस्ट प्रिंसिपल स्टेज के, एंड you have to clear 1 paper from specialist advantage stage. So if you clear all the core practices and core principle paper, then you are eligible to become a member of IAIN or IFA. Like, you are eligible to have a job. And if you clear the specialist principal stage paper and the specialist advantage stage paper, then you become a fellow member of IAI or IFOA, and eventually you will be titled as an actuary. So it completely depends on you, whichever way you would like to go for IAI, then you can go for IAI. If you would like to go for IFI, then you can go for IFI. Like, you will become a member of one of these institute. आप दोनों इंस्टीट्यूट के मेंबर नहीं बनोगे. फिर अगर आप IAI के थ्रू जा रहे हो तो आप IAI के मेंबर बनोगे, एंड इफ आप IFI के IFOA के आप थ्रू जा रहे हो तो आप वहीं के आप member बनोगे. Then I'll be telling you about what is the difference between IAI and IFOI. Like, in IAI we have comparatively low fees. उनकी फीस रेंज में भी करती है 5,000 to 15,000 फॉर अ सिंगल पेपर, एंड फॉर IFOI आपके वो पाउंड्स में होते हैं. सो यू कैन गेस इट, आपकी स्टार्टिंग पेपर की तो 17,000 से होती है. सो बेसिकली इफ़ अगर आपका IAI का पेपर 5,000 का है फर्स्ट पेपर सपोज, तो आपका वही IFOA का 19 to 18,000 का होगा. दैट इज़ 4 times ऑफ IAI. सो इट्स काइंड ऑफ वेरी कॉस्टली. देन पासिंग रेट, IAI के पेपर काफ़ी टफ होते हैं, तो वी हैव अ लो पासिंग रेट, लो प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ पासिंग. बट IFO के पेपर्स काफ़ी ईजी होते हैं, तो वी हैव अ हाई प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ पासिंग रेट. देन कंडक्शन ऑफ एग्ज़ाम्स, IAI के एग्ज़ाम्स मार्च, अक्टूबर एंड दिसंबर में होते हैं, एंड IFO के आपके अप्रैल एंड सितंबर में होते हैं. प्रिपरेशन, सेम बुक्स, both have same books, both should be prepared the same, like criteria is same, the method is same, so there's no difference between preparation of IAI or IFOA. Then number of attempts, if you give the first paper and you have not cleared it, then you can give it again and again, and there's no extra charges charged from you. But in IFOA there is some extra charges, like if you failed in first exam, then if you are planning to give next attempt, then there's a slight increase of the fees for the next attempt. So fee slightly increases as number of attempts of same exam increases. An entrance exam, you have to clear an ACET exam to be entered into IAI, to be referred to as a student member of IAI, and you don't need any entrance from IFOA. So that's basically all I have to tell you about. It's your wish whether you want to go for IAI or whether you want to go for IFOI. It's completely your wish. If अगर आपके पास funds है, then you can go for IFOA because वहाँ पे passing rate ज़्यादा है, and if अगर आपके पास funds कम है तो आप IAI के through जा सकते हो. Both are completely the same, one and the same thing. So आपके ऊपर डिपेंड करता है. अगर आपको एक्चुअल साइंस करना है, then you have to pass all the papers. Like, you have to clear 15th papers, so that to be you will be known as an actuary. So that's from my side, and if you have any doubts, then you can let me know in the comment section. So thank you guys. Stay motivated, stay healthy.